One question I receive a lot concerning the Tonex platform is whether it is worth utilizing advanced training for our captures or just sticking to the default training. Now, that is a very good question, especially considering the time involved in completing an advanced capture in comparison to a default capture. Now, this is all going to be dependent on our system and what kind of GPU we have in our system. When I first started using Tonex way back when it was first released, I didn't have a great video card for that. I had an AMD video card in my computer, and I was getting training times of somewhere around 9 hours for advanced training and well over an hour and a bit for default training, which really kind of was deflating when I first got this, because I thought, man, this is crazy. If I want to do an advanced capture, it's gonna be 9 hours per tone model. So I upgraded my system knowing that I was going to be creating a lot of captures, and now I get training times of approximately 3.5 minutes for default and slightly over 15 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, 30 seconds or so on advanced capture. So I'm now in a position where I can really do either or, and it's really not that big a difference. I can do a full set of advanced captures relatively quick, even though it's still taking 15 minutes per tone model. It's still not a massive investment of time like it would be if it was 9 hours plus to do one of those tone models. So for me, and for a lot of others with a similar system, it's not as important, but for somebody who literally had to do a 9-hour training session, you would really want to know that you're getting something out of that that's going to be well worth its time and the effort that goes into doing that, just sitting around waiting for this to be done. So today I want to take you through, and I figured the best way to do this would be with a blind test. We are going to compare advanced versus default. Now, I've touched on this in other videos, but this is going to be much more exhaustive. I'm also going to showcase a brand new set of tone models that I just completed, one that I'm really excited about, and we'll talk about that in a second. But as far as the blind test goes, and I thought this would be interesting to do as a blind test so that nobody is skewed by hearing advanced and going, well, there you go, advanced must be better. What I've done is I've grabbed the identical capture of my Marshall Studio JTM amplifier, and I've mic'd it up. I've captured more of a clean, maybe slight edge of breakup tone, and then kind of with that amp cranked so it's broken up and distorted more. So I wanted to cover both angles because I know some people would say, oh, it's going to be different for distorted with clean, and it may very well be the case. So we wanted to do both. So what I've done is I have captured a clean setting, and I've captured a dirt setting or an overdrive setting. I have done the same capture as default and as advanced for both. And then I've also reamped the exact same performance through the real amp, making sure that all the levels are matched so we're getting as close as we can, comparing the real amp sound to the captures. So I'm going to play you a clip of the real amp, and then we'll call it clip A, real amp, clip B. We'll do long, we'll do short, and then we'll do really short. So you can really hone in on any differences that are there. We'll do the same thing for dirt and for clean tones. Clip A in the dirt and the clean tones will always be the same, either advanced or default. I won't play any games here. I just want to come up with some conclusions and see how many folks out there can actually hear any difference between advanced or default. And we'll get a bit of a poll going to see just what those results turn out to be and if most people can hear a difference or not. Because if they can't, maybe for folks who have these 9 or 10 hour training times, it's just not worth your time, and you may feel that the default works really well. Very interesting stuff. So we're going to do that today. We'll probably wait a week or so, get some results going, and then I'll do a blind test results reveal video to see just how many folks could tell the difference between an advanced and a default capture when compared to the real thing. Now, first, I'm going to timestamp everything below. So if you just want to jump ahead to a different part of the video, that's fine. But I'm going to showcase my new Brit Aged 45 Ultimate Tone models. Now, I've done captures of my Marshall Studio JTM before, and that was through a Greenback, 12-inch Celestion Greenback loaded cabinet, which is what would be included in the combo version of that amp. But recently, I've taken delivery of a really gorgeous Marshall 1974X from the Marshall hand-wired series, which includes a Celestion Heritage Greenback G12M-20. They call it an aged speaker. It's kind of broken in for more of a classic vibe, and I could not wait to listen to the Studio JTM through that, and I've got to say I was really happy with how it sounded through there. And I wanted to offer another set of captures to kind of complement the original captures I did through the Greenback. So I'm going to showcase those first. Like I said, if you're not interested in hearing that, you can just go to the timestamps below. Jump ahead to take the blind test and leave me your comments below as to which you think, whether clip A is the default or advanced, clip B is the default or advanced, and also which one you think was closer to the real amp, because it might be surprising. I've done these tests before and they don't always turn out the way we think, but this is going to be an interesting one. I'm really interested in seeing the results. So first things first, let's head over to Tonex. We're going to take a listen to my new set of tone models. Then we will jump over, we'll do the blind test, and then I'll let you guys go to it in the comments and leave me your choices as to which you think is which. Okay, so here we are in Tonex. I'm utilizing this within Cubase. You'll see here I have my initials JS, Brit Aged 45. Now the aged is because it's going through this so-called quote-unquote aged Celestion G12M-20 Heritage Greenback speaker. This is of my Marshall ST20H Studio JTM. What a killer amp. This is just such an amazing vintage vibe amp that I just love the tones out of it. It's really capable of a wide array of really cool tones. Later in the video, I'll play you a full mix demo utilizing the different tone models from this collection together in a full production. And I'll have all the links below if you want to grab these tone models. So I'm playing my Gibson SG to start. We're going to play it through this, and then we will go listen through it through some single coil pickups so you get a real idea of what these tones are all about. So here we have clean. We have push 1, push 2, just my normal levels of gain. Then you'll notice I have OD1, OD2, and then OD1 F, OD2F. These are just dialed in to be a little bit fatter tone. I want to give some options here. So starting off with the clean on the bridge pickup, we have this. Neck pickup. Really digging that. That's probably not an amp that we would think of as being super clean, but it can actually get some nice clean tones. Moving on to the next level of gain, which is push 1. Neck pickup. Position. I really try to get these dialed in so they're going to sound great with any guitar, single coils, humbuckers on any pickup position. Moving on to push 2, higher level of gain. Neck pickup. And middle position. I was really loving the way that this amp interacted with that speaker. Okay, OD1. Move to the neck pickup. Middle position. So just tons of usable tones. Now, I'm going to go back to the bridge position. Now, I'm going to go to the fatter version of this. So same level of gain, just a little bit beefier. So here's the OD1. Here's OD1 fat. Maybe a little more of a vintage vibe. We'll go to the neck pickup. Still works really nice here. Middle position. Back to the bridge. Just a little bit of a different flavor there. Moving on to the final level of gain, OD2. It's about the most gain you're going to get out of this amp. It's not a super high gain machine. It's more vintage vibe stuff here. Neck pickup. Middle. Now the fat version of that is on the bridge pickup. Neck pickup. Now let's give all of those a listen with some single coil pickups now. So here I am now utilizing my Sir Classic T Telly style guitar with single coil pickups. We'll start in the bridge pickup on the clean tone. Go to the neck pickup. Moving on to push 1, bridge pickup. Neck pickup. Middle position. Move on to push 2 level of overdrive. Neck pickup. Middle position. Very addictive tones to play through. Here is the OD1 without the fat settings. Neck pickup. Go back to the bridge pickup. Now we'll see how this fat version sounds. Neck pickup. Really, really nice stuff. And the final level of gain back in the bridge pickup, OD2. Bridge pickup. Middle position. Back to the neck and onto the fat version of the OD2. Neck pickup. And the middle position. So there you have the tones from my new Brit Aged 45 Ultimate Tone Model Collection. The link is below if you're so inclined and want to give that a listen. At the end of the video, I'm going to take you out with the full-blown video demo of utilizing all those different tone models combined in different ways with a full rhythm section with a little piece of music. So now on to the blind test to see if we can tell the difference between the advanced captures and the default captures. So again, just to explain how this is going to work, I'm going to play a clip of the real amp, a long clip, and I'm going to play clip A, which is either going to be default or advanced, and then clip B, which will be the other one that clip A wasn't. And we'll listen to the long version, a medium length version, and then a short version going back and forth for both the dirty sounds and the clean sounds. Your job is going to be to go into the comments below and tell me whether you think clip A is advanced or default and which one you thought was closer to the real amp sound. So without further ado, let's give those a listen. right, what did you guys think? Please leave me your comments below. Like I said, in about a week or so, I'll come back and I'll do a results reveal video of the blind test, just so we can get accurate results of what people are hearing. Now, I will say, you will have to listen on a really good set of speakers or a really good set of headphones to really hear, listening on your iPhone is probably not going to cut it. You're not going to be able to hear any of the minor differences that may or may not be there. So give it a good listen on a good system and then leave me your comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video and the tones. I have the links below to my Brit Aged 45 Ultimate Tone Model Collection. I'm going to leave you now with the full demo video for that, and I hope you like the sound of these within the mix. Thank you guys so much for sharing your time with me. Please like the video, share it with anybody you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it. Also, please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I'll be back really soon with some more. Thanks again so much for sharing your time with me. Ciao for now.